Alright, imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone late at night. You know you should be sleeping, but then it hits. A photo from a rooftop party, everyone glowing under string lights. A story from a friend at a music festival. A post about someone landing a dream job. And for a split second, or maybe a whole hour, you feel off. A little behind. A little left out. Like everyone's doing something you're not. That tight feeling in your chest? That's not just envy. It's FOMO, fear of missing out. It's subtle. It's pervasive. And it's quietly shaping the way we live, the choices we make, and the way we see ourselves. But why? Why do we fear missing out so deeply? Why does seeing other people's experiences, even strangers, trigger such intense feelings in us? And how did something that once sounded like a joke become a defining emotion of modern life? Let's unpack that. The ancient roots of a modern feeling. FOMO might seem like a 21st century buzzword, but the fear of exclusion is ancient. Human beings are hardwired for connection. For most of history, survival meant being part of a group. If you were left out, you were vulnerable, physically and emotionally. That need for inclusion lives in our brains. We crave belonging, affirmation, and a sense of place. So when we feel like others are bonding, achieving, or celebrating without us, our brains send out alarm bells. It's not just metaphorical. Studies show that social exclusion activates the same parts of the brain as physical pain. FOMO isn't just emotional discomfort, it's neurological. Enter social media, the FOMO engine. Now add technology to the mix. Social media, in theory, is about connection. But in practice, it creates an endless stream of curated lives. Highlights. Wins. Perfect vacations, perfect dinners, perfect families, even if reality is far more complicated behind the scenes. What we're seeing isn't the full picture, it's the best possible version. And yet, our brains react to it like it's real. We don't just see someone's experience, we compare it to our own. And that comparison, over time, becomes exhausting. Because there's always something to miss out on. The attention economy and manufactured FOMO. And here's where it gets more intentional. Social platforms are built on engagement. The longer you stay, the more ads you see, the more profitable you become. FOMO isn't just a side effect, it's a feature. Stories disappear in 24 hours. This event is invite only, you had to be there. These platforms weaponize scarcity and urgency. They use FOMO as a tool to keep us hooked, to make us afraid of being out of the loop. And it works. We refresh, we scroll, we chase the next update, because what if we miss something? The psychology behind it. FOMO ties into some deep psychological patterns. We seek validation. We crave novelty. We fear regret. And at the core, we struggle with identity. Seeing others succeed, or appear to, can make us question our own worth. Are we doing enough? Are we interesting enough? Are we enough, period? And because FOMO is often rooted in perception, it doesn't matter if the people we follow are strangers. Our brains still react. Still compare. Still feel left out. From FOMO to JOMO? But here's the flip side. In recent years, there's been a quiet rebellion. A growing movement from FOMO to JOMO, the joy of missing out. People are beginning to reclaim their time. Their presence, their peace. Turning off notifications. Logging off on weekends. Saying no to things that don't align with their values. And realizing that you don't have to be everywhere to be whole. JOMO is about contentment. Presence. Choosing quality over quantity. And remembering that missing out on something doesn't mean your life is lacking. The cultural pressure to be on. Still, the pressure's real. We live in a world that glorifies busyness. Hustle. Social proof. Whether it's travel, fashion, networking, or productivity, there's a constant message: do more, be more, show more. And it's not just about events. It's identity. We brand ourselves through the things we attend, the people we know, the experiences we share. Opting out isn't just a quiet evening, it can feel like erasing yourself from the narrative. That's what makes FOMO so powerful. It's not just about missing events. It's about missing meaning. What are we really missing? Here's the twist: the things we fear missing out on often don't matter as much as we think. That concert? That brunch? That promotion? Sure, they might be fun or fulfilling. But more often than not, we're reacting to the idea of the thing, not the thing itself. We're responding to how it's portrayed, what it symbolizes, and what we think it says about us. But real fulfillment? Real connection? It doesn't live in a feed. It's in deep conversations, mindful moments, creative flow, time with people who see you fully, even when no one's posting about it. Breaking the cycle. So what can we do? Audit your social diet. Who are you following, and why? Are they inspiring you, or making you feel inadequate? Practice digital minimalism. Set limits, take breaks, be intentional. Redefine success. Your journey doesn't have to look like anyone else's. Ground yourself in presence. Sometimes the best moments are the ones that aren't documented at all. Remember, peace isn't found in keeping up, it's found in showing up. For your life. On your terms. Final thoughts. FOMO is real. It's ancient. And in today's hyper-connected world, it's everywhere. But it doesn't have to rule us. Because the truth is, life isn't about collecting moments to post. It's about living moments you don't need to explain. And when we stop chasing the illusion of what if, we make space for what is. For meaning. For presence. For connection that doesn't expire in 24 hours. Take this example. A study once followed two groups of people during a concert. One group filmed and posted everything. They wanted to share it live. The other put their phones away and just absorbed the moment. Afterwards, the second group not only remembered the concert more vividly, they reported feeling happier and more connected. That's the quiet irony of FOMO. In trying not to miss out, we often miss what's right in front of us. So the next time you're scrolling, and it feels like everyone's somewhere you're not, ask yourself, is this real joy? Or just good lighting? Remind yourself, you're not behind. You're not out of the loop. You're living a timeline no one else can. Presence is a quiet rebellion in a world shouting for your attention. And sometimes, the greatest freedom isn't in saying yes to everything, it's in realizing you didn't need it in the first place. And hey, if you found this deep dive into the psychology of FOMO eye-opening, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ever scrolled through their feed and wondered why they felt so behind. We've got more long-form explorations coming, unpacking the systems that shape our lives, the emotions we avoid, and the truths hidden behind our everyday habits. Stay curious. Stay kind. And I'll see you in the next one.